Hello everybody, welcome to this new session in Python. In the previous video you have learned about a basic concept called operators. In this video you will learn two more basic concepts, variables and constants. What is a variable? Variable is nothing but a location in the memory, and that location can be named, and then it can be used to store data. For example, age equal to 24. Here age is a variable, 24, which is an integer, is a value, and that value is assigned to the variable age. Here equal to sign means assignment. So equal to is not what we usually call equal to operator. It is an assignment operator, and the variable age is assigned the value 24. Similarly, a variable can be assigned a string value. String value meaning the one which has characters. We'll look at more about it in the next video. An example of a string value assigned to a variable is given here. Name is equal to Maria. Now Maria is the string value which is assigned to the variable name. Once our variable is bound by a value that can be used anywhere with the same value. Let's look at this practically. I've opened the terminal and I'm using Python there. Okay. Now age is assigned the value 24. Is it assigned? How do we know? We'll know only by printing the value. So let's print the value of the variable age. What is the value? 24. Right? The value 24 is assigned to the variable age. Let's look at the string variable. Now Maria is assigned to the variable name. And is it assigned? Let's print name. We get Maria. Right? Let's print these two together in a sentence form. Print name is a string, then another variable age. Right? So I expect that it prints Maria is 24. Right? Yes. Now let me change the value of age to 36. Okay, and let me print what we have printed earlier and see what is the value which is given. Now it says Maria is 36. Why? Because the variable is reassigned the value 36. So the earlier value is overwritten by the recent value. That means once you give a value to a variable, it will remain as it is till we change it. Right? Let me change the value of the name. Let me say John, our favorite John. Name John. Now let me print name is age. Is has to be a string, so it has to be in quotes. Look at this. John is 36, right? Because we changed the value of the name. So remember, once a variable is bound by value, it can be used anywhere with that value unless changed in the program later. How do we name the variables? Variables can be named anywhere, anyway, but we need to follow certain guidelines. What kind of guidelines can we follow? Variables begin with a letter or an underscore. That means they cannot begin with a number. Right? They can begin with a letter. but not a number or any other special character, only an underscore. Can variables begin with a small letter or a capital letter? Yes, they can begin with either a small letter or a capital letter. But remember, variables are case sensitive. That is, if you use a small letter variable like age and another variable age with a capital letter, those two are different, right? That means age with a small letter, age with a capital letter are different. Let's look at that practically. We have already given the value to age as 36. Now let's give another variable age with a capital letter and let's use 48. Now let's print both the variables. If they are one and the same, we should get the same value for both. But look at them. The first one with a small letter has the value 36 and the second one with a capital letter has the value 48. Right? This shows that variables in Python are case sensitive. Another guideline which we need to follow is variables cannot be any reserved words of Python. That means the inventors of Python, while preparing it, they used certain words. Words like and, return, if, else, print, etc. Those words cannot be used as variables. Right? If you use them as variables, then what happens? You will get an error. Okay? So that's how we name our variables. Then let's look at another concept, constants. Constants are quite opposite to variables. Right? The value of variables can change. You can assign the value and change it again. But the constants are those elements whose value does not change. That means once a constant, it's always a constant. The truth value of a constant never changes. If a constant is true, it is always true. For example, if you take an integer like 3, which is true, it is always true. Or if you take 0, 0 is false, it is always false. Or if you take a string like Hyderabad, Hyderabad is always true. Or another name like Iflu, it always stays as true. It will never become false. Right? So, examples of integers like 3, 4, 45, 234 are constants. Or strings like John, Hyderabad, Iflu are also constants. Right? We have learnt two basic concepts in this video, variables and constants. Let's meet in the next video and learn some more concepts. Thank you.